Hi, my name is Miss Christian, and parents, what I would like to do today is to show you how you can go to the Dollar Tree on a $10 budget and get some items for your child to learn first grade math. For those of you that have children at home right now, I know that sometimes during times of transition or when things are uncertain, it can be very, very challenging, but don't worry, God has your back. I have been in education for over 20 years now and have served in all different capacities of education, including running my own nonprofit organization in education. I have also taught first grade math. So, with that being said, let's find out what's in our toolbox. Our first item in our toolbox are these straws. And in this particular package, we get 80 straws in a pack. And I really like these because they are all different types of colors. Now I have another package of straws, but these are all the same color. Now, one of the standards that your child will have to learn in the first grade is how to add two numbers within 20. Now, you can teach that standard using straws. For example, if I have 5 green straws plus 2 yellow straws, how many do I have in all? Now, one of the strategies we learn in first grade is how to count on. So the student starts with the 5 straws they have here and they count on. This is 5, this is 6, and this is 7. The student also learns how to subtract two numbers within 20. Another strategy we learn is how to subtract by counting on. And when we subtract by counting on, what we do, for example, if we are looking again at 6 minus 4, we start with the smaller number here and we count on until we get to the total. So in this particular case, we would start with the lower number, which is 4. So we would start with 4 straws and count on until we get to the total. So that is 4, this is 5, and then this is 6. So 6 minus 4 equals 2. In kindergarten, the student learns how to count to 100. In first grade, the student learns how to count to 120. And now the student is making a connection. If they are counting on and if they are counting by ones, they now know that as they are counting by ones, they are adding one more on. So if this is 5, this is 6, we're adding 1. This is 7, we're adding 1 more. And we also realize that if we minus 1, it's going to be 1 less than the number. So if this is 5 and we minus 1, now we have 4. We can also group the straws by 5s, and the student can learn actually how to count by 5s. So here I have these grouped by 5s, so we can say this is 5, this is 10, and this is 15. We can also group the straws by 10s, and we can count by 10s. This is 10, this is 20, this is 30. Now the student sees that when they are actually counting by 10s, that when they count by 10s, we are really counting a group of 10 ones. Another standard that the student learns is what's 10 more and what's 10 less. So let's say, for example, if we have 3 sets of 10s, we have 30. So what is 10 less than 30? We will remove 1 set of 10, and now we have 2 sets of 10, and this is 10, 20. That is 20. What is 10 more than a set of 20. We add another bundle of 10. So now we have 10, 20, 30. So 10 more than 20 would be 30. We can also do this if we have 22 here. That's 10, 20, 21, 22. What is 10 more than 22? We add another set of 10s. So now we have 10, 20, 30, 31, 32. Now, what's 10 less than 32? We remove a group of 10. And so 10 less than 32 would now be 10, 20, 21, 22. They can also learn place value with this. For example, I have 3 bundles of 10s and I have 4 ones. This is another standard that they would have to learn. And they have to know the number in standard form and also extended form. Okay, so I have 3 bundles of 10, so I can write 3 10s here. And I have 4 ones. I can write 4 ones. And what is the number? It is 34. Another standard that the student learns is more than, less than, and equal to. Another great activity you can use using straws. We can say that for pink straws is greater than 2 yellow straws. And they can actually see that because we have 4 straws here and we have 2 here. Or we can say that 2 yellow straws is less than 4 pink straws. We can also say that 4 green straws is equal to 4 pink straws. Now, let's see what's next in our toolbox. Now, here, parents, we have these colored craft sticks. When I was growing up, we just called them popsicle sticks, but we get 100 in a pack. Now, again, we have a large quantity here. It's something that your child can tangibly count, and they're different colors. Great for counting on, adding, and subtracting. What I want to do right now is show you some other standards that you can do with these popsicle sticks. What I did was I took some black eyed peas that I had in my house. Now, this was not part of the Dollar Tree budget, but you can take any kind of beans. And what I did, I took some glue, and the glue is also not part of our budget, but your child probably has some glue from their school supplies. And what I did was I just pasted 10 beans on a stick. This is also great for them to learn base 10. So whenever they see a base 10, they know that a base 10 is equal to 10 ones. Another standard that the student learns is how to organize data into 3 separate categories. These sticks are excellent representations of data. In this particular example, we have 5 red sticks, we have 2 blue sticks, and we have 4 purple sticks. Now, I can represent that on a chart right here, and this is a great activity that your child can do at home just by taking their sticks and actually pasting them on their chart. They can actually make a chart like this or a graph like this, and we can write our amount of sticks that represents our data. So we had 4, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Purple, we can write the number 4. We had 3 blues, that's 1, 2, 3. We can write the number 3. And then we had 5 reds. Now when we come here, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or slide. 1, 2, 3, 4, slide. Slide rhymes with 5. So whenever they see this or whenever they get to 5, they know that they need to put this stick, the 5th stick, across the other 4. Okay, and that teaches them how to recognize tally marks as groups of 5s if we have them like this. So I'm just going to put a 5 here because they will have to learn how to interpret data using tally marks. The next items I have here are paper clips. I have these large paper clips and these small paper clips. In the jumbo paper clips, I have 80. And then in the small paper clips, I have 250. One of the standards for first grade is the student has to learn how to measure items using non-standard units of measurements. So let's say, for example, I have this book here. I'm going to measure it using paper clips, and I'm going to start at one end and go all the way to the other. And as I place the paper clip along the edge here, each paper clip has to touch the other. It can be no spaces in between, so we do not get an inaccurate measurement. So there's one paper clip. There's 2 paper clips. There's 3 paper clips. 4 paper clips. And 5 paper clips. So this particular book is 5 paper clips long. Now, your child can also do the same activity using the small paper clips and see how long the book will be using the small paper clips. Our next item are these Pom Pom Balls. And again, they are different colors. And we get 80 in a pack. Now, what we can do with these is the student can actually use their glue and put 5 Pom Pom Balls on a popsicle stick. And what they can do is associate this as a group of 5s. And they can count by 5s. And they recognize that a group of 5s, when they're counting by 5s, is 5 ones. Now, another item I got from the dollar store, but I'm not sure if it was the Dollar Tree or not, but were these cups. Now, what I did with these cups, and I got 100 cups here, but again, I took my black eyed peas and I put 10 black eyed peas in a cup. And I put them in 12 cups. Now they can count by 10s to 120, and they can recognize that each time they count by a 10, they are increasing a 10. So this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. Our next item are these analog clocks. And in this particular pack, we get 4 analog clocks. Another standard that your child will have to learn. Your child will have to learn how to tell time using an analog clock. And they will have to learn how to tell time on the hour and half past the hour. They will also be looking at digital clocks, the differences between digital clocks and analog clocks. Let's find out what else is in our toolbox. I have shapes, these building shapes, and I get 27 shapes in a package. There are squares, rectangles, triangles, circles, trapezoids, rectangles. And in first grade, the student learns how to compare shapes. Our next item, parents, are these clothespins, and you get 36 clothespins in a package. We have spent probably about $7 now. So what I would like to do is just show you some other items you can get Any of these items will work to teach your child how to add or subtract, or how to group by fives, or how to group by tens or twos. We have these building construction circles here, and you get 30 in the pack. And we have these wooden beads right here where we get 125 in a package. Let's see what else is in our toolbox. Now what I have here are some Cracker Jacks. And boys and girls love these as manipulatives, and I'm sure you understand why. You can share with them to divide the Cracker Jacks up into groups of 5 and then have them eat them, or groups of 2s and then have them count how many Cracker Jacks they have in all. So this is a great counting tool and it's edible. I'm going to show you some other edible things that you can get at the Dollar Tree. Lucky Charms, another great one. Different colors. We have these gummy bears, another great one. We have these Skittles. We have these M&Ms, another great counting tool. So your child can use all of these particular types of items to count, to group in different groups of 2s, 5s, 10s, 4s. They can also use these items to interpret data to see how many green M&Ms we have, how many red M&Ms we have, how many yellow M&Ms we have, to be able to interpret data into 3 different categories. And then the math actually becomes relevant because they can actually see the math. They can count the items and they connect the math that we do in everyday activities. Now, parents, what I would like to do at this particular time is how you can actually teach your child the importance of being organized and neat and keeping a clean learning environment to promote learning. Now, after they finish with all of their manipulatives, what they can do is just place their manipulatives in Ziploc bags. And I got these Ziploc bags from the Dollar Tree. And after they place their items in the Ziploc bag, what they do is they just put them in their little basket. Now, I got this basket also from the Dollar Tree. Now, that will keep your house clean. It will also keep all these manipulatives out of the way in a safe environment away from any small infants that may be crawling around or walking around. Once again, I want to encourage you. Pray for your child. Math does not have to be hard. It can be easy. But pray for your child daily. And always remember, God has your back. Also, parents, if you would like your child to be enrolled in one of my online math classes, please click the link below. I hope this helped you today, parents. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel to see other videos like this that will help your child with first grade math.